Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Heart Warriors Tarot. This is going to be your daily tarot reading for Tuesday the 1st of October. The moon is in Virgo for most of the day, and if you're in the United Kingdom it moves into Libra just after 11 p.m. and we are working towards an annular solar eclipse on the night of the new moon. I'm going to be putting a post up on my Patreon page about exactly what that entails for some of the star signs. But for today, let's get into this daily tarot reading. I'm going to chime my singing bowl as usual. Take this moment to take a deep breath in, focus on yourself, clear your mind, and have a think about what you'd like advice and guidance on for yourself. I'd like to thank Spirit and our guides and angels for being with us today and guiding this reading for the highest good of all. Thank you. I've got the Osho Zen Tarot deck here, which I'm going to be using for this reading today. This isn't a deck I use very often, but it's a beautiful deck, really colourful, quite philosophical, so I'm quite interested to see what aspects it will bring up for us today. There's the first card. The second card. I'm going to take the third card there, and I'm going to turn over a card for the overall theme for today. The overall theme is past lives. This is the moon in the major arcana. So we've got that cyclical energy, and it's quite apt for the new moon coming up as well. So we do have influence there from the moon. This particular card connects us to past lives. So ancestral healing at this time, connecting to our ancestors at this time for guidance, advice might be helpful to us. Connecting to our own past lives as well might be very useful, as well as our own past experiences in this life and seeing how they can help us in our present for our present situation. That's looking like the overall theme for the energies of today. We've got the Seven of Cups projections. We've got number 7 major arcana, which they've called awareness here. That is traditionally the Chariot. And then we've got the 5 of Cups, clinging to the past. So we've got some very interesting energies here. There's a lot of emotion here. A lot of long-standing stagnant emotion that needs a breakthrough, and by the looks of this card here in the middle, it's going to get that breakthrough around this new moon and this annular solar eclipse as well. If you're somebody who works with rituals, who does any kind of spell working or shamanic journeying, anything along those lines, it may be a really good idea to conjure something up like that around this coming new moon, because it looks like it's a good energetic portal for you to be breaking through this emotional stagnation and finally putting to bed anything that you have been really holding on to unnecessarily. And what you're holding on to could be to do with your own past, could also be to do with generational past. So anything about the past that connects you to your ancestral history or your family. It's potentially a really cleansing time with this awareness card here. This is the opportunity for you to move through and move past this. I'm really feeling with these 2 cup cards here a lot of confusion that has been clouding the situation for whoever might be relating to this reading. And I feel that this has been long standing as well, that this has been going on for years. There's very much a sense that, you're somebody, if you're relating to this reading so far, you're somebody who is here to break this pattern. You're somebody who's here to break some kind of family or past life pattern that perhaps people before you haven't been able to do. But you're here and you have the opportunity to do it. It's really important with the Seven of Cups that we're very honest with ourselves and we're very honest with the people that we love and the people that we speak to about what our feelings are, and that we're very, very conscious of the fact that we may be projecting our fears, our angers, and our more negative emotions onto others or onto certain situations. It's really important not to do that. Part of the reason why you may be doing that is because of an emotional attachment to something that you do not want to let go of, that has been very difficult for you to let go of, and it's triggered a lot of anger inside you. And then that anger, possibly even fear, but that anger or fear inside you is something that then you project outwards, and it has led to some problems, I think, over the past few years. That's a pattern that is looking like you're being called to break now. Okay, we want to break that pattern with the Moon and the Chariot here. We want to end a cycle, and possibly a generational cycle, okay? But it could also be connected to your own past lives. So it's worth exploring that at this time. I'm going to turn over one more card just for any advice or guidance that your angels and your guides might want you to have at this time. Consciousness. Look at that. That's beautiful. I'm not sure, this could be an extra card in this particular deck, but this is to be totally enlightened, to be totally aware of your actions and your reactions and what is going on around you. This is ultimate connection to the cosmos and everything within it. And at this particular time, during this new moon and this annular solar eclipse, you have the opportunity to become like the Buddha, essentially, and clear a lot of, I'm really getting ancestral healing here. So it might be to do with your own past lives, absolutely. But often, sometimes, our own past lives do interweave with the families that we're born into over generations and over previous lifetimes as well. We do meet people, the same people, again and again and again in different incarnations. So there is this slight feeling that I'm getting of needing to do some ancestral healing here on the family line as well for some people. Okay, so bear that in mind. Out of all these cards here, the one to really focus on is this awareness. This awareness is an action card, and it's the action you need to take to break through things that have been stuck in the past. This is absolutely a day and a time for some kind of spell working if you can do it. I'm going to go into more detail if I can in the extension reading. I may use the same deck, I may use a different deck, maybe a Rider-Waite one, just to get some practical information about what happens next and what you can do moving forward with this particular situation. The extended reading you will find over on my Patreon page. The link is in the description below, or it is in my bio. I have a feeling with this consciousness card that you are being asked to listen as well. There may be messages coming for you from your own spirit guides, from your own higher self, and they will be messages connected to your ancestry and or your own past lives. So it's a time to really listen and connect. I am feeling this cosmic energy, like there needs to be this connection to the cosmos, possibly even to certain constellations and stars, so that you can pull that energy down and really work with it here. That's the kind of area that I'm leaning towards if you were wanting to do any kind of spell work or journeying or rituals at this time of the new moon, to clear this stagnant energy here that you don't need anymore, that isn't helping you anymore. We want this clinging to the past and the repetitive patterns of projections to end. That is the message very clearly here with this reading. If I don't see you over on my Patreon page, I shall see you tomorrow for tomorrow's reading. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.